Hi everybody, we're Chris and Wendy, and today we are playing Sub Terra II.
Now this is a preview copy. This is a prototype copy provided by Inside the Box Games, designed by Tim Pinder, one of the two. As you could guess, this is a sequel to the original Sub Terra I, not called Sub Terra I back in the day, obviously, but Sub Terra.
So this is on Kickstarter, and this is just a preview copy, so it's not the end-all be-all of what it's going to look like for sure. But this will just kind of give you an idea. So we started playing tonight. We've gotten most of the way through the game, and we want to kind of give you the feel of what this game kind of ramps up to.
Yes, so at the moment, we have explored most of the temple, right? It starts with only these 3 strips right here, and we take actions to move in and explore and discover new tiles of the temple. Some of them are trap tiles. Some of them have these lava symbols, which can hurt us if we roll the lava symbol, or if we roll the trap symbol, those will come up and hurt us. If we roll this guardian symbol, then these purple guardians, which will be, of course, these really good-looking shaped meeples, will come out and start trying to hunt us down, causing us those types of problems.
Yeah, so this is very Indiana Jones-like as we travel through. Now, we have special player abilities, and we're not going to really highlight those until they come into range. But right now, we have 2 tiles left, and we're trying to explore the last 2 tiles so that we can find the last key and unveil the final big chamber of secrets there. And
Trademark.
and get the big prize.
This is the inner sanctum, which holds this treasure that we are after, the magical D12 of rolling, or something like that. So it is not revealed exactly where it is until we find those final tiles, and we'll show you it with just kind of a few playthrough rounds of what's going on. You'll notice that 2 of our characters have these keys. It takes 3 keys to unlock that sanctum. We have rescued those keys from these areas that we've unlocked and moved into, and so we have to get all 3. We're looking for the last one and looking to unveil this final chamber of trademark.
Chamber of Trademark, I love it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the sapper over here. He's short 2 life. Normally he has 5, but he's lost a little bit from some guardians and some terrible flame. And so there are 2 ways to explore. There's one where you peek into a tile next to an adjacent room or an adjacent area. There's another where you can just run blindly into it, and if bad stuff happens to you, bad stuff happens to you. So there's only 2 tiles left in the bag, and I think because the veteran is also on the space with plenty of life, I'm just going to run blindly. And I'm going to go ahead and put the next tile here, hoping it's the key. And it is not. So run blindly. This particular type of trap does not happen instantly. These are basically like arrows shooting from the walls. But when it does go off, it will affect adjacent spaces.
Now, you can arrange these however you would like, as long as the space that you entered or peek from is attached. So I might actually recommend that we do this so that my veteran here can come and fight this guardian, otherwise the guardian might take out my rogue.
That's true, because right here is blocked in. We had a cave-in here, and it is blocked.
These cave-ins are random events that can occur if at the end of your turn you roll this cave-in symbol and roll the corresponding number. There's a lot of excitement. So now that the sapper has explored, it can take a second action. You can choose to heal for 1 action point, try and give yourself another hit point. Or you can move, or you can, as Wendy did, blindly explore into a tile.
Well, in my sapper's special ability is I can actually destroy an enemy on an adjacent tile for just 1 action. Normally you have to roll the die and kind of see if you hit high enough. But I can just straight up do that with his ability. So he's actually just going to pick off this guy right here.
Throw a grenade, lob it right on over. Ooh, but unfortunately, because it is a splash damage grenade, it's going to hurt the other explorers who are in that tile. So my rogue, who only has 3 hit points, he's fairly squishy, loses another life. Well, that's the price to pay when you're going volcano spelunking, I guess.
That's fair. So I will roll the die, and traps are released, which means all 3 of us actually get hit.
Yep. So
except the rogue does not get hit by traps. It's a special thing.
Yes, every character is going to have certain special abilities. The rogue, for example, is alert and cannot be hit by traps, so he doesn't lose his final hit point.
But the veteran and the sapper do.
The veteran does get hit. So yes. So
All right, it is the foreman's turn now. Now, previously the sapper blew a hole in the wall here, so the foreman can get through, but there is this cave-in in the way, and his special ability is that he can actually dig for one action. Normally it takes both actions to dig on through, so he's going to spend one action to dig through here, and then he's going to move into that space for his second action.
Okay, and then at the end of every 2 actions that you take, you roll the danger die and see what occurs.
Traps again. Oh my gosh, the two of us.
So this trap fires off, the rogue avoids it. We're getting smacked around by these darts, so that's unpleasant. But it is now the veteran's turn, and so the veteran is going to run blindly into the last tile spot that we'll need, and sure enough, finds the key. So that was one action. The key comes out onto here, and then for the veteran's second action, she'll go ahead and pick up this key. Now that we've explored all the tiles in the tile bag, this inner sanctum will appear, and the players get the choice to put it anywhere in the final the last row possible, or the last column possible. Here would be really bad for us because we can't run that direction. So here, that looks great. So the treasure will appear in that spot. And that is the end of the veteran's turn, so I roll the danger die for her. Ooh.
She just straight up loses 1 health.
Losing health pretty quickly. It is now the rogue's turn, and the rogue wants to try and get out of this mess here. So, the rogue, normally, any character, it takes 1 action point to move 1 space, but the rogue has this ability to sprint. This circle here means as 1 action point, the rogue can move 2 spaces for a single action. So that was 1 action point, and for the second action point, we'll enter the locked chamber before getting into the sanctum. So it takes another action point to be able to pick up a key or to place a key. So that is the end of the rogue's turn. Rolls the danger die. Ooh, we've got a collapse in tile 5.
Oh no, that is right on top of our digger.
Tile 5. Tile 5.
And it actually removes 5 hit points, so the foreman is dead. Well, not dead. So normally characters stand up, Meeple stand up, but for video's sake, we're laying them down. And when they lose all of their hit points, they lay down, and then their entire action has to be just moving 1 space. And other players can eventually reach them and heal them.
So after every character has taken 2 actions, and then rolled the danger die or the hazard die, at the end of the round, you take this part right here. So all guardians on the board will take 2 actions. So this one is going to move 1 space and then move again towards the excitement over here. This guardian, having nothing to attack, will move, but is blocked by this collapse over here. So this guardian's second action will be to dig its way through there. Can you dig it? I can dig it. That's the guardian voice. Okay. And then over here we see the last thing that happens is that the volcano track will advance. And as you can guess, when this volcano track hits the end, there's a chance that lava will start to fill the chamber. So we need to get out of here as quick as we can.
That we do. Okay, so the foreman has a key. The veteran has a key. The sapper does not, but the sapper is also very low on health.
Yes.
So I think he's just going to move 2 spaces into this chamber.
Into the chamber of safety.
Because we want some health, hopefully before the volcano explodes and before we put in all the keys and turn them all simultaneously and stuff.
All right. So that's the sapper's turn. Wendy controlling the sapper now will roll the danger die, the hazard die.
Okay, they move 1 space.
So these dice have ways to activate the guardians, and the dice also have ways to summon new guardians onto these guardian spaces, which adds a lot of danger to this. So that is the end of the sapper's turn.
Sapper's phase. The foreman is going to crawl 1 space.
That is all the character can do when they are knocked down, when they are exhausted. And so moving 1 space is enough for that. The danger die is rolled.
Okay. Fire spurts. If I were standing up here, I would lose a life, but because I'm already laying down.
Mm-hmm. So all of the lava spaces have a little jut out, a little shoot out of lava.
Little old faithfuls of lava.
Yes. Okay, so now it's my veteran's turn. My veteran will move for 1 action and is going to heal. The veteran can either heal herself or heal another character. And I'm going to hope that no lava spurts out, and I'm going to actually heal the foreman right then and there, so that now the foreman is up and active again. Roll the danger die.
And we both die.
Yes, both of us are now laying down, which is bad. So yeah, it gets tense here near the end of the game. So the rogue, on the rogue's turn, is going to deliver the first key of the 3. And as much as the rogue wants to rush out and help, the smartest thing right now actually would be to heal up some health.
I think so.
So now, at the end of the round, all active guardians will advance 2 action spaces.
1, and then remove that.
Oh, the guardian's getting so close. Oh, okay. And the volcano track advances another space.
All right. Sapper over here is also wanting to help, but not so useful at such low life, so he's going to heal 2 for his turn.
Rolling the hazard die.
Another guardian appears. This closest space
is guardianed at the moment.
So this one is the next closest space.
It appears the closest one will be actually this.
You're right, because that is farther down.
Yep. So that summons a new guardian.
They're coming in waves.
Bad news for us. So that was that. Now the good news is the foreman can kind of crawl his way on over.
So he's going to crawl into the Chamber of Secrets, and maybe the rogue can heal him.
Yep. Now the only action that a fallen character can take is to crawl 1 space, but they still have to roll the hazard die, so go ahead and do that.
Fire.
Oh, so the lava would erupt or it would spurt out, but the veteran's already down, so can't lose any more health. Veteran will do a similar thing on her turn, crawl into this space here, and that's all she can do. Rolling the danger die. Oh, she would normally take 1 damage for her actions, but
she is highly damaged.
Yeah, no health to lose. And so finally on the rogue's turn, the rogue is going to heal each of these characters for 1 hit point. So healing first the veteran, and then healing the foreman. So they both now are able to stand up. And now they can take other actions like, I don't know, delivering these keys so we can unlock the chamber.
Oh my goodness, it's so stressful.
So at the end of the round, all the guardians on the board will advance their 2 actions, generally moving, but if they are on a space... Oh, this one's going to move down here. Oh, I see.
Here it all connects.
I see, that's right, it connects down there. So the players do get to choose when there are equidistant paths. So that is
we might as well choose this then. That probably is safer.
And now the volcano track advances 1 more space. Let's see if we can get the treasure out before the volcano starts erupting.
All right, so the sapper is going to throw a grenade at that one.
Ooh.
And then give a health to the foreman.
All right.
I don't know.
Go ahead and roll the die of hazards.
Good. Oh, that is a movement. They all move 1 space.
Okay, it's getting close.
Foreman is going to drop off the key. And
maybe you could heal my veteran.
There you go.
Yeah, you can heal yourself. You could heal other characters. And now we'd roll the hazard die. Ooh, a new guardian is summoned once again. Coming down the line. All right, on the veteran's turn, the veteran too shall deliver this key and unlock this chamber here to reveal the final treasure. So we're good, and just in the nick of time as well. So the veteran's second action will be to heal the rogue, since the rogue is probably going to be the runner to try and dash out of here. So now, hazard die time. All trap tiles activate, and nothing dangerous here happens.
Glad we didn't step out of the chamber.
Yep. So now it's the rogue's turn. The rogue gets to move for an action. For its second action, is going to pick up the treasure. And for the third action... you can, for a character, exhaust yourself. You can expend 1 hit point in order to take another action, which I'm going to do for the rogue. I expend 1 hit point to get a third action on my turn, which I will use to sprint, i.e. to move 2 spaces. 1, 2? Oh no, I was hoping to get here, but that's the best that I can do.
Good enough.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. So, that is now the end of the round. Oh, and once the treasure is grabbed, this card flips over to the other side to ramp up the excitement here at the end of the game. Now, every time that we finish our actions, we have to roll 2 danger dice instead of just the 1 hazard, or the 2 hazard dice instead of just the 1. Ooh, lava. Oh no. Lava spurts up, hurting my rogue 1. This was a bad decision. And then those move. So now at the end of the round, we have this occur. These are going to move 2 spaces, or take 2 actions. So move is the first one. And now its first preference is to attack. And my rogue falls. Ugh. Oh no. Who's going to help now? This one will move 2 spaces. This guardian will move 2 spaces. And the volcano track advances 2 spaces.
Oh my goodness.
From now on, at this point, any time that we roll a lava symbol, this chamber will start to fill with lava and flow on down. So we are just making a mad dash as well as we can now.
This is a little stressful.
Yes, so we come back to the sapper.
Well, the rogue is already done, so I'm going to spend an action to just take out these 2 dudes.
With a grenade. Grenade!
And then I'm going to move.
Okay.
And I'm going to exert. So I'm spending that 1 extra action to give the rogue a life.
Ooh, thank you for healing. So now the rogue can stand up.
All right, danger
Ready
die.
to move. Roll both danger dice.
So stressful. Okay. So I lose a life and a cave in number 4.
Which number 4 is already
caved in.
caved in, so I cannot cave in again.
All right, the foreman is going to do similarly. The foreman is going to move and heal the rogue.
We're putting all our eggs in one basket here.
That we are. And then going to exert and heal the rogue again.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. You have to roll both danger dice now.
Whew.
Oh, we experienced 2
cave-ins.
cave-ins. So go ahead and roll the dice, and let's see if we get cave-ins.
6 and 2.
All right, so grab those cave-in tiles and plop them right down.
6
Boom!
and 2.
Boom! Hopefully those aren't in our path.
They are not.
They don't appear to be. It's now the veteran's turn. The veteran is going to book it because the rogue is at full health. The veteran wants to get out of here and is later in the turn order. So, the veteran can spend both of its action points in 1 turn to move 3 spaces. So it'll go 1, 2, 3 spaces right there, and that is all that it can do. Oh, I'm going to use my veteran's special ability, which is I'm going to exhaust 1 hit point to get a 3rd action, and that action is to brace. This brace means the veteran cannot take any damage between now and its next turn. So hopefully that'll help. I roll the danger dice. Ooh, 2 guardian movement. And now the guardian is going to move towards the closest character, which is that veteran, which clears a path for our rogue. And so now the heroic rogue is going to move 2 spaces for 1 action. 1, 2. For its second action, we'll move another 2 spaces, and I'm going to expend one of my health to get a 3rd action on my turn.
Move 2 more spaces.
And move 2 more spaces. So now I have to roll both dice. Ooh, a new guardian is summoned, which is no good because that'll come out right on this space here, and my rogue loses 1 health. Maybe I should have taken my time. Who knows?
You only need 2 steps to get to that last tile.
Yes, but we didn't roll any lava, which means that this does not flip over. The guardians are going to advance 2 spaces. 1, 2, fighting my veteran. Or, well, not fighting.
Oh.
Ooh. Yes, my rogue has now got that right on its space. It can't afford to take any damage. So that's the end of the round. The volcano timer would advance further, but it's already at peak. Next time that we roll any lava, it'll blow. It'll flow. So,
stressful.
Yes. So here we go. We'll start at the top with the sapper right over there.
The sapper's just going to book it, so move 3 spaces for 2 actions.
Okay, and here's the danger dice.
See what happens. Oh, sapper is out for the count.
Oh no.
And the traps are released, so the veteran is... veteran's protected.
The veteran is protected.
The foreman's out for the count.
Oh no, the foreman gets knocked out as well. And so speaking of, it is now the foreman's turn. The foreman can crawl one space. That's the best they can hope for.
Save me! So to win the game, you just have to get the person with the treasure out the door.
Yep.
Everyone else is just a worthy sacrifice, I guess.
Go ahead and roll the danger dice for the foreman's turn.
Oh, another guardian.
Oh, a new guardian is summoned on the closest space. And the traps fire off. Thankfully, this veteran is braced.
That was a fabulous idea there.
Okay. So at the top of the veteran's turn, the brace goes away and cannot be used for this next round, so I cover it up. Now the veteran is going to attack this this guardian here. Normally it requires rolling the d6, the six-sided die, and attack only succeeds on a 4, 5, or a 6. But instead, the veteran, with her fancy shield and fancy a guardian destroying device called a firearm, is going to use the smite action and smite this one without having to roll the dice. Just a clean destroy the enemy.
But the guardians are immune to fire.
Gotcha. Firearms. I get it.
I get it.
So I have one more action for the veteran, and the veteran is going to heal one. So
Smart plan.
I roll the dice. Oh, gross. I summon 2 more guardians into the temple. And so the closest spaces are here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm going, now that I can choose, I'm going to choose that far out there space. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Since the end of the veteran's turn, it's now the rogue's turn. Where did my health go for the rogue? Oh, I accidentally moved one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rogue is at 1 health. I don't know how that happened. That was weird. The rogue is at 1 health. The veteran is only at 2 health. This could go so poorly. If I heal for 2... Yeah, that's what the guardian's going to do. I will heal for 2 health. Oh, boy. And I will now roll the hazard dice.
He's going to hit you for 2 health. Right?
Yes, that was going to protect me until I rolled these, and I lose 2 health.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, this is bad. So the rogue is down 2 health. Now.
You could have just healed 1 and then run away.
Oh. Hey, I didn't think about that. Run that by me one. Okay, so if I healed for 1.
If you healed for 1, then when you leave the space of a guardian, you lose 1 health.
Oh, yes. This is a much smarter plan.
But because your move is 2 movement...
I have made it out of the temple with the treasure. So we have succeeded. And now at this point...
Now you roll the danger die, get 2 health.
Yeah, now at this point I roll the
alive.
danger dice. But the rogue is out. So the rogue is completely safe. But I will still have to roll the danger dice at the end of each of the rogue's turns. At this point, we have saved the treasure, but how many of our people can we get out? So all of the guardians are going to move 2 spaces towards the closest active player, which means that anyone who's knocked out, including the sapper and the foreman, don't count. So they're all closing in on the veteran. Can we get her out safely, or any of these fools?
Yeah,
Good
question.
we're done with the end of the round thing. Let's go back up to the top with the sapper.
Okay, well, the sapper's knocked out, so the sapper's just going to move 1 space.
Just crawl. Okay, roll both danger dice.
All right.
See if we trigger that volcano.
They move 1 space, so gets hit by 1.
Oh no.
This is here. This is here. This is there.
Oh, and all the traps fire off. My guardian is not braced, and so the guardian is knocked out.
So if all 3 left in the temple are knocked out, is that game over?
Yeah, I mean, that ends it there, because no one else can take any productive actions. So let's show the fine folks what would have happened had we rolled...
We promised there are fire on both these dice.
Yeah, what happened? We had to... Oh, there it is. Had we rolled this lava symbol, not only would anyone standing in a lava space be damaged one, but at this point, when the timer reaches 0, this occurs. Bah! You flip the board over to this side, indicating that the sanctum fills with lava. And now at the end of every round, the lava will spread 2 spaces, and anytime that these lava symbols are rolled on the dice, the lava will begin to spread, consuming all those who are foolish enough to remain inside of the inside the sanctum here, spreading, absorbing all the people in its path.
The lava is a really cool effect. Like, I think visually it's very awesome.
Yeah, I
It's also
completely
horrifying.
Yes, this is true. That's true. And so it will just consume players, it'll consume the guardians, and so it becomes a rush, a runaway. Had this happened earlier, we don't know if the rogue would even have made it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lava just spreads adjacent, and so that's the climax here of the game. You explore the tiles, you find the keys, you turn them in to try and rescue the treasure, but just because you rescue the treasure doesn't mean that you've saved your team. This, in the rulebook, is considered a win, but a bit of a shameful win, as my handsome rogue here left everyone to die.
It was worth it. The pursuit of knowledge.
The pursuit of knowledge.
Maybe this thing does something special. Maybe it, like, saves the human race or something.
Maybe. Hopefully it's not just, like, a lot of money. My friends are burning. I can't hear you over the sound of this treasure. So, a shameful victory indeed. Maybe next time we'll be able to pull it off and save some of our friends.
So, this is Sub Terra II. We're Meeple Overboard. Thanks for watching.